You're listening to My First with Brady Matthews. All right, guys, this is my first podcast. I am Brady Matthews, your host. Thank you so much, guys, for doing this. I appreciate it. I get two of my very best friends in comedy. I have Justin Martindale, who's on What the Fashion. Say hi, Justin.
Hi, everyone.
And then I have Craig Lowe, Lowy Live. If you don't know who that is, you should, because he has a million followers, right? Right, Lowe?
Yeah, close to. Yeah, just over.
Do you really?
No.
No.
Okay.
Justin's like, why don't you have a podcast?
Let me turn my phone off. I'm getting notifications.
Yeah, turn it off.
Okay.
I thank you guys for doing this. How are we feeling today, guys? How we?
Well, we were just being negative off air and shitting on comedians.
I was not at all. That's not my brand.
Right. Yeah. No. Everything seems to be good. It's a Wednesday. It's sunny out. I still drive a Kia. You know, so things are good.
The government shutdown's on fleek.
Yeah, government shut down.
It's a good time to be alive.
Lowy, you had a big meeting today. How'd that go?
2 words. General meeting.
Yes! Dude, those are the best!
Now, did it end with the classic, let's stay in contact, send us some of your stuff? Sure. Am I going to?
No.
Sure. Do you ever hit up your manager and go, just want to let you know the meeting went really good?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
I don't. I now, whenever it's like, you're gonna meet with this production company. There's been times now where I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, nah.
Can we ask who'd you meet with? Who was it?
And was it a first meeting?
No, this
My first.
This is one of those ones where it was like, oh, we love your stuff, and then you come in and then they talk about other comedians when you're in there.
Oh,
you ever have those
they want
ones?
the dirt.
Oh, see, I love that. There's a guy at the Comedy Store. I won't give his name. It's Honey Hinchcote, if you will.
Let's say Pony Cinch.
And I went in for E. Your people at E.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're so great. And she goes, when I met her, she goes, do you have a podcast? And I said, no. You know, because why? Why would I have a podcast? Yeah. And she goes, do you know Tony Hinchcliffe? And then my whole life kind of just shut down. You know, everything just shut down. And then, I didn't have another meeting after that.
That's weird. I wonder why they asked you.
I don't know.
E has done that to me 5 times in 8 years, where they call me in and then they're like, "You are the best. We need to get you on this network ASAP." Yeah, and then a tumbleweed goes past, and then I never hear from them.
And then they open the window and then they just jump out.
Yeah, like, this is incredible. We hate you.
Right. I don't even.
And you guys have both heard me screaming for the past decade.
Yeah,
totally.
Hey, come in and do this chem test. I already work here.
Yeah. It's the worst. The general meetings, really, you get nothing. There's nothing.
They're generally a waste of fucking time.
Totally.
Every time.
What do you think it is? Is it because they're just doing it to get like a favor for someone? Is it a favor for your agent, manager?
They owe money.
I'm yet. Imagine if you just asked a girl out, be like, it's not a date, it's just a general hangout.
That's good.
I could fuck with you, but it's like, I just want to test the waters before I test the waters.
And then she has to call her girlfriend, her manager, and let her know how the general went.
Straight up, it's like, just send me some of your panties. I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you know. That's funny.
Huh.
Okay, well, I'm glad we got that out of the way.
Well, it's where we're at.
Fucking brutal. This business is brutal. Let's talk about some fun stuff, guys.
Sure.
Okay.
To get to know you guys, to make this interesting and not just, a typical podcast, if you will. The name of the podcast is My First. So I have a couple of things that I want to get to know about you guys, okay?
Great.
So let's start. Let's just dive into it, huh?
Cool.
Justin, let's start with you. What is the first time you were on stage? What was the worst bombing you ever had? What was the worst bombing?
Well, that's easy. It was when I was it was in 2009, and I was doing this cruise ship at the time. And I mean,
what?
Yeah, it was like one of the first big gigs. I was like, I made it. I'm going to Greece.
Actually, that's kind of exciting.
It was exciting. Like Patty LuPone was on the boat. Like it was very strange. Like Bruce Valanche. It was definitely a heterosexual cruise.
Nice.
Oh yeah. No.
And I had to perform one night in Santorini on the ship. The same night, Patty LuPone. And if you don't know who Patty LuPone is, she's like this amazing legendary Broadway singer of like all time.
Patty LaPone. Is she related to Patty LaBelle?
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
That only works with last names.
Yeah.
I'm so bro. Dude.
Yeah, very
bro.
So toxic masculinity. But I'm literally in the small room next to her, and I'm just shit faced on ouzo because I've been drinking.
Tastes like licorice.
Yeah,
Like black licorice.
I've
That's
been
just
drinking
the
in
worst.
Santorini all afternoon off the ship, and so I got on stage. There's literally like maybe 9 people in the entire theater, and my 2 friends who I brought with me.
That's the worst.
And I'm just up there like, this sucks. And it was so bad. And to this day, whenever I do bad, or like if my friends see me and if they're like, oh, it's okay. They're like, it wasn't Santorini bad.
Right.
I'm like, oh, okay, good.
Oh,
good.
great. So you guys still remember that.
Oh, absolutely.
Isn't it funny? You don't have anything on them like that. It's just you.
Yeah.
It's just you.
Yeah.
Like you can't be like, oh, it's not like your casserole bed.
I don't even remember what I said. It was just, it was pretty intense. And I just remember like 9 pairs of dead eyes just looking at me from the shadows.
You ever had someone before you got on stage, you're just right when you grab the mic go, you suck.
No,
I've had that. And then you have 30 minutes.
Just straight out
Right
from
off the
looking
bat.
at you.
I had one guy say to me in the audience, he goes, kids jokes.
Gross.
And I go, well, at least we know where the pedophiles are.
Yeah, where's Chris Hansen when you need him?
Fucking sick fuck.
I just brought sweet tea and condoms.
What about you, Lo? What is the biggest bomb you've had?
Well, I've never bombed, but this is weird to hear.
It's fucking dick.
Is this when you don't do well?
No, see, this is like an English term. Bombing means not doing good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's like most of the people we've seen on Netflix.
Shade.
Shame.
I've got like 3 awesome, great bombings.
Give me the number 1 because we have only.
I know.
35 more minutes.
I followed Brett Ernst once, and I bombed really hard in front of like a lot of people. But then I bombed at the Improv in San Jose. You know that like auditorium?
Yeah, it's so awkward
It's
there.
so
It's like
weird.
an opera house.
Yeah, I bombed there, and then when I was just walking around later, I got changed, and some guy stopped all the comedians who I was with and was like, "Oh, you guys were great. What was up with that Australian guy? He fucking sucked." And I was like, "That was me." He's like, "Yeah, you should quit."
Wow.
And then, but probably my best bomb last year, I had like a
it's recent.
It was like a Disney movie thing, like where I had a bunch of things go wrong, and then I was like, my reward's going to be a really great set. Like I had like a best friend die, and then the week after, I had to go and perform name dropping for the first time ever in Australia at the Melbourne Comedy Festival. It was like 90 people. I'm by myself in Melbourne. I've spent a year and a half working on this show. And then I get out there, and in my head, I'm like, my dead friend's gonna help me nail this. And then I get out there, and
Were you drunk before this?
No, I just got up there, and it
Conjured
didn't
your
connect.
friend?
Yeah, and
Yeah, okay.
it bombed so hard. I was like, in my head, I was like, oh. This is comically bad because in my head I was like, this is gonna be a standing ovation.
Right. And
then-
that when it's like that, it never ever happens like that.
No. And straight out the gates, Melbourne was offended by everything. Melbourne is like doing a show in Silver Lake, but for people who think they're at Silver Lake. You know what I mean?
Like Silver Lake adjacent.
Yeah,
People that dress,
but we're
people
still
that-
here.
People that don't live in Silver Lake but dress like they're in Silver Lake, and they came to the
that's
show in Silver
Melbourne.
Lake.
That's like I said, lesbian. There wasn't even a lesbian joke. I just said the word lesbian, and like 8 people went.
Nanette.
Yeah, I've almost got.
That's why Nanette was huge there, because you can just moan about being a lesbian for 2 hours. Life's hard, see? What's wrong with my hair?
just peaked. I almost got jumped by 2 lesbian ladies right in the front. They were super wasted, and they just didn't like me right away. The lady came on stage, took the microphone from me, and said, "Get off."
Where was this?
That Poncho's down in
Poncho?
Manhattan Beach. I don't talk about
Dan Carter show.
Dano.
That's a great show.
Oh, dude, I'll never do it again.
Some
But
ocean lesbians.
yeah, she just goes get off stage, and I was like, all right.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, I think it was super hungover too. So I was like, that's fine. I'm going home. Doesn't matter.
I love it when you just agree with them. You're like, you're right.
I totally did. I go, no doubt.
Thank you.
No doubt. I should have no business being up
Love
here.
your Crocs. Yeah.
You love your Crocs. I go, I got cat jokes. And they didn't like that either.
Have you got any jokes about Outlanders? Subaru jokes. Do you like Tegan and Sarah?
Do you guys remember your first stand-up joke?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I don't really remember mine, but I was asking if you guys did.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think I do.
You do?
Yeah. I did. This is just after Steve Irwin died, so I thought I'd get on.
That's not funny.
Thought I'd get on stage and do some crocodile hunter bits. Went about as well as you would think.
Yeah.
Can you do it for us?
I forget. I think I impersonated his daughter.
Oh, Bindi.
How the fuck do you know her name?
I love his kids.
I love seeing his little kid go on like Fallon. He's like, my dad.
Yes, and he looks
like,
just like him. He's
this
like,
kid's just as annoying as his fucking dad.
Oh no, they're just so full of joy.
Somewhere out there, the son of a stingray is just sitting in the. It's like Creed 2 again, but for their kids,
Just waiting to grow up.
Yeah.
How old is this kid now? Like fucking 15, 16?
Yeah, something like that.
And they bring out like the cutest little animals. Just once, I want to see one of the animals just like attack them and see
They
their
will.
real,
They
see
have
their
to.
real personality come out. They're like, fucking shit.
They're like, all right, here it is, the most brilliant.
Yeah, they're not so
And you're
happy
like,
anymore.
Oh, look at
Just
they
a
don't have any
falcon just starts
problems.
fucking nibbling it on his head. I don't know. I came up with all these stupid questions because I truly want to know your answers. Do you guys remember the first porn you saw? I was thinking of that the other day.
Yep.
The first porn.
Yeah. Do you remember the first porn you saw? Because the only reason why I say it is because it was the funniest shit I ever seen in my life.
It was worse than a horror movie. The first porn you saw because you didn't understand
What was happening?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes, right? Do you
Yes.
remember the name of it?
climatic scenes. It was a VHS I found in the back of my father's closet. I threw it on and I got to experience a vulva when I was 14, which is just like a car wreck of skin.
Sure.
It was hot. Had Ron Jeremy in it as
Did it
well.
really?
Yeah.
Mine was Pumping in the Hood.
Oh, mine was
I swear to God. And I found it in like a brown bag under my dad's
It's always in your dad.
under his bed.
Yeah.
And I put it in. I'm not kidding you just for this. I swear to God, I'm not just making it up. This lady had bullet holes in her ass.
Shit, what?
This big black chick, and I was so into it. I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" Because I've never seen a black chick's naked ass before.
With bullet
She had
holes in
bullet holes in it, and I thought it was like birthmarks.
holes.
And then my buddy and I watched it, and he goes, "No, those are bullet holes. Those are bullet holes in her ass."
That's hardcore.
I still beat off to it.
Gross.
Talk about shooting a load. Am I right?
Okay. We just got shut off.
Mine was a mistake. I was playing with the friends, like the local neighborhood kids in Texas, and like back when you went outside and played, and we went into one of my friends' houses. And we went into the living room, and the dad was beating off on the couch watching a porn.
And Justin was like, "You guys go.
I've got this.
It's okay.
I love dad.
I got this."
I'll talk to him.
And Justin was giving him pointers. He's like, "You get it."
Oh, I get it. But it was so funny because he was like, you kids, And I just remember like watching the screen going, what the fuck is that? And it was like.
He was coming?
It was like the dick penetrating the vagina. And I was like, what? And I don't remember the name. But it was very fun because
If you could come up with a name, what name would you come up with for
it would probably be Daddy Issues,
I
right?
like that.
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
that. I think that's on Netflix now.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when we watched it and we were all sitting around. We're like, "This is fucking gross," but no one left the room.
No one leaves.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was like, "This is so stupid." Like,
Yeah.
why are they? Oh my God!
But it's
And
also-
I was laughing so hard, but I could not stop watching it.
Yeah, it's like when like in high school, you have like 3 or 4 of your buddies be like, "Whoa, we got a porn. You want to watch it?" And then you realize you're just 5 dudes watching a porn together,
Right.
And all of you have raging hormones,
Totally.
no.
and it's just different turns.
Look, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Ew.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I watched porn. Then I went home and I felt awful. And then I tried to beat off, and I was like, "This is wrong."
Really?
I was like, "Mm-mm."
This is a sin.
I go, "This is," and then I couldn't help it, and I had to get it out. The problem is you can hear your family downstairs,
Yeah.
and you're like, you can hear your dad be like, "Hey, where's the bacon?" and you're upstairs trying to like jerk, but you don't know if this is right or wrong, and you just hear like life going on downstairs, where you're like, "I need to get this out."
We all got taught how to masturbate at the same time in my school. We all had the sex ed class. And
It's
then,
Australia.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
and then in like grade 6, they were all like, oh, boys, you probably know about masturbating. And none of us knew about it. And they were like, oh, so you just do this and then this happens. And then the next day, it was like a meeting. It was a general meeting.
Everyone was a lot looser.
General meeting.
Yeah.
Everyone was a lot looser.
Everyone's just, man, why was I so angry?
Basketball team.
Yeah.
Someone dunked.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck happened? Yeah. When did you lose your virginity, Lowe?
When I was 15 to Denise
Same here.
Baxter, and then she cried immediately after.
I remember too. When did you lose yours, Justin? Girl or guy?
Oh.
Yeah.
Or whatever you do in Texas.
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't have to be
Whatever
either.
happens
It
in
doesn't even have to be human.
little old
No,
Texas.
I lost mine late. I was 19.
Wait, did you? So you've had sex with a girl before?
Yeah.
Okay. When did that happen?
19.
So, but did you have sex with a guy before? Or?
No, after.
Okay. So you knew when you had sex with her, you're like, this is not.
1,000%.
Wow. What was it? Was it just because, was she hot?
She was hot.
Was she blonde? Give me the deets.
She was like the hot like transfer and
Ooh. So she was like the new kid?
brunette. Yeah. She was smoking freckles, blue eyes. She was great.
Have you guys ever been the new kid in school?
Oh, absolutely.
Is that the most terrifying thing on the planet?
It is, but it's exciting when they finally bow to your power. What?
What?
No.
What just happened? Have you been drinking before?
No.
I was telling Natasha Pearl Hansen before this. They would take us. I went to San Jose middle school. We had to walk in, and I've never seen a Filipino person before. I've never really reenacted. I've never like hung out with black people before. And I walked in. It was me and my twin sister, and I swear to God, it was like going into like jail. It was terrifying. I mean, not
Because
to be,
there was minorities
not to be racist. That's way to start off the first podcast. Not to be racist. I'm just being dead honest. I'd never seen Filipino person before. I went home to my mom. I go, "There's so many different people at this school. I don't know. I've only been around fucking white people."
Yeah.
Well, that was like that the first time I had sex with a black chick because they don't come in that flavor in Australia. So when I was over here, I was just like, yes, I've seen this in movies
Right.
all the time.
And you played the cool guy, huh? You're like,
Yeah.
I'm Lowy.
I was like, I've only seen this in Brady's dad's porn, but now I'm seeing it in real life.
Yep.
I like bitches with bullet holes.
That was the second porn I ever saw.
Probably.
Okay, so then you graduated on from girl to a guy,
Right.
and then you were like, "This is more my scene."
Right. Yeah.
Where did it happen? Did it happen in a car? Did it happen
It happened
after school? Because I'll tell you. Oh, you go ahead.
It happened in my apartment and I got walked in on by my roommate.
Did he know or she know?
No.
Oh,
And it was like, whoa, oh, hop. And I was like, get out.
you're like surprise.
I know. Me and like the This Is Me soundtrack was playing in the back. This is me. No, I'm just kidding.
The greatest
It wasn't out. It wasn't out yet.
Is that what that's from?
Yeah, have you seen The Greatest
Have you not seen it?
Okay.
No, I skipped it on the airplane.
It's okay. So that was that. And then went through a nice public outing, which was fun. And then had a period of like being bisexual and then not and then straight. And so there's like a big joke of like, what's Justin this semester? And now here we are.
And then here you are. I'm
Here I am.
I remember I had sex for the first time with this girl, Brooke Domich, and it was freshman year. And we got done snowboarding, fucking. Then we went back and we put like a little fire out, and we were sitting around the fire.
Oh.
And I was pumped. I was like, all right, how long are we gonna fucking do this fire thing? Like, how long are we gonna fucking? And we had some drinks. We went up there. I must have came in probably 0.15 seconds inside her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Very responsible.
Bit of stress for 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah. And then her dad came home, and he was our wrestling coach, Murray. Yeah, Murray didn't like me at all. Didn't like me. But I ran upstairs. I go, "Oh, what's up, Murray?" And I just ran past him and fucking into my parents' car.
Name's a baby Murray.
Yeah.
Who looks a newborn in the face and like you're a
It's a southern.
Murray?
It's a southern thing.
A grown man named Murray.
Murray.
It's the worst.
Murray.
Okay, that's good for those first. What about most embarrassing moments for you guys? What is the most embarrassing thing that you can encounter besides bombing on stage? Because I've got a couple in the chamber, if you will.
You do?
I do.
Like relationship or just in general
I'd
embarrassment?
say in general. Like I've got one.
Oh, I have. I mean, shit. I have.
Give me the juice.
I think my biggest one is the Christmas party. That was a big one for me.
Where was that? At the comedy store?
No, the Chelsea Handler Christmas party.
Oh shit! You've never heard this? We could do 45 minutes.
No, we'll do it real quick.
This is great. You've never heard this?
No.
Oh, this is bad.
It really
this is really bad.
It's really.
You're going red now.
Good.
Just
No,
thinking
so-
about it.
You sure you don't want a beer?
It's great.
No, I'm fine. God, how long ago? That was like 6-7 years ago, maybe. This was like back when Chelsea Handler was,
Doing her show.
yeah, it was like the peak of her show, and she was having like all the comics on, and so there was like this, they were going through people, and my name came up, and I had, Whitney Cummings was doing her talk show or something, and she took me out to lunch and was like, I want you to be my co-host, all this stuff. So I was like, this is fucking it.
We're making it.
Oh, and then so she took me to a taping of Chelsea, and I watched it, and they were like, okay, well, this is, you're going to be on this. And, I met her and everything, and I was like, this is so awesome. So then they invited me to the Christmas party. So the Christmas party was sponsored by Belvedere Vodka because, of course.
Why not?
And
it's a bunch of comedians that love booze.
And there was a whole bunch of comedians who love booze, and it was an open bar.
Which is super dangerous.
Just dangerous. You don't give a young comic with dreams an open bar.
Or booze.
Or one right now.
Right.
And
or cocaine.
Hey.
Yeah, all right, my bad. There's boundaries.
And so I just got like shit-faced. Everyone's dancing around. Everyone's having a blast. And Chelsea wasn't having it. And like, I remember, I think I went up to her and was like, thank you so much. And da-da-da. And she was annoyed because apparently like 50 Cent, this is what I was told, 50 Cent was dating her at the time and he didn't show up. But
he used to come to my gym.
He did? 50 Cent
and
did?
Chelsea Handler. It was right next to
that's weird. But apparently he didn't show up, but his entourage did. And she was like not having it because they were like, hey, they were like,
free booze.
Free they were just like, this isn't, it was a Christmas party.
Right.
And so I'm like, hey, thank you so much for having me. And she was like, get this guy out of here. Like, get him out of here. And I had to leave. They like escorted me out of the building. But that's what's crazy is I don't remember getting home. And the next morning I literally woke up like Snow White. I was just like, what a wonderful party. And then I text Whitney and I was like, that was so much fun. Thank you so much. And she goes, oof. And I remember, and I was like, what do you mean, oof? And she's like, you got kicked out. And I was like, oh shit. And so that was the night that I got blacklisted from Chelsea Handler's show. They never asked me back on. I went through several managers throughout the years, and they were like, dude, why aren't you on Chelsea? That's so crazy. You'd be perfect.
You're
and
I don't know.
I was like, it's so
crazy.
weird, isn't it? And they were like, and I remember like whoever the booker, he was booking the show at the time. I went through a new manager and she goes, yeah, I talked to the booker for Chelsea, and he was like, yeah, Justin will never be on Chelsea lately.
Who was the booker again?
It was that.
I know.
Yeah.
Right.
And
yeah. Oh, he's like, wait, who is it?
Yeah, that one guy.
We can just name names.
Schmeichel, I think it was this. Anyways,
Rob Schmeichel.
Yeah, and he was like, he's never going to be on it, and he knows why. And that was, and I literally went through like years of like, I'm ruined because it was such a, but that's the crazy thing is like, I never knew. I was like, did I hit someone? Did I punch a pregnant woman? Like, what did I do that like got me?
That's the worst though, when you're having such a fun time and you get home and then the next morning you're like, that's so weird. Why isn't no one texting me? I just went out with like 20 people, and then you get a text, and you're like, "Dude, are you okay?"
I always text people after they've done something stupid the next day because I've been in that situation.
Oh, it's the worst.
I'm just like,
it is
throw
bad.
someone a lifeline, or like if someone texts you and like, "Hey man, are we good?" Don't read it and then watch Harry Potter for fucking 4 hours and then reply later.
Oh yeah, it was great. You're fine,
dude. I remember when I was 21, living in Chicago, and I met Jeremy Piven, and he was sitting there with Lenny Kravitz.
Wait, the comedian Jeremy Piven?
Oh, Jeremy Piven, the comedian.
Yeah,
Jeremy Piven.
Is he performing at the Dojo on Sunset this week?
I think he's at the Dojo in Sycamore.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've only seen him headline most of the clubs. That's
Jesus.
I hope he gets into acting.
Yeah, he really should.
He's got a face for it.
Yeah.
He's good at it.
He's Me Too, you know, so he's got to do what he's got to do.
He's come back into the trenches with us.
Isn't it awful that you have to go do something else if you want to do comedy?
Yeah, I'm featured for Kevin Spacey this weekend.
I'm opening up a taco truck and then I'm going to come back to comedy just to see.
Yeah.
This is embarrassing for me. I was doing this modeling gig when I was like 21, and this girl goes, "Oh, do you want to meet Jeremy Piven?" And I was like, "Fucking sure, why not?" She didn't tell me that Lenny Kravitz was coming. Anyways, long story short, I'm sitting there at the bar. Of course, I get there early. No one's there. I see Jeremy Piven come in, and I'm like, "Should I go over and talk to Jeremy Piven?" I'm like, "Nah, fuck it." So anyways, I go over to Jeremy Piven, and I go, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Brady Matthews." And he goes, "Okay." And I go, "I know not Chelsea, but some random girl, I forget her name." And he goes, "Okay, cool." And I go, "Are you waiting for other people?" And he goes, "Yeah, Lenny Kravitz." And I thought he was joking. I go, "Yeah, and his stupid braids. He's like, I'm gonna go mow it." And I started like doing it in front of him.
Oh God.
And he looks at me and he goes, "Actually, he's one of my best friends."
Oh.
And I go, yeah, of course. So I'm sitting at the bar. She comes over. She goes, "Come on, you want to go over and talk to him?" I go, "I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna."
No, I'm gonna go my way.
Yeah. Oh.
See what I did that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay.
Lo, you got anything? You got anything in the can?
I've embarrassed myself in a lot of celebrity interviews for my job.
Yeah,
oh yeah, you
he
had
really
one.
has.
You had one good one.
The Hanson one?
I'm gonna have
Handsome
to.
one. The recent one was probably Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
Oh, Jennifer Garner, that was
good.
such a good clip.
Yeah, I've got to release that whole interview.
Yeah, you
actually.
really do.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that to promote your show, Brady.
Tell everyone your Jennifer Garner story.
Do you care if I put it in the post for this?
No.
Okay, good.
No, that's fine.
We gotta find that.
Pretty amazing.
It's almost like where I thought you were joking.
No.
And then I was like, ooh. And then I think I was taking a dump, and I was like, I think I threw my phone.
Oh yeah, but the thing was, what you saw was like not even the worst part of it. So I the night before I was meant to interview Jennifer Garner, I went out for a friend's like memorial drinks. We got shit faced until 2, and I was like, it's Jennifer Garner, she'll be cool, and the movie's trash anyway, so I'll just have fun with her.
What was the movie?
It was called Peppermint, where she plays female Liam Neeson.
Okay.
So the movie.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the movie's not that bad, but I was like, I asked a couple of questions about the movie, and P.S. This was the day that she drove Ben Affleck to rehab.
Oh, is that when they went through the drive-thru?
Yeah.
Did you bring that up?
This was later in the day. So she was.
She just did it.
I didn't know she was having a shit time.
So she's already having a really bad day.
time, and then I show up hungover, and I'm like. I throw the ball up in the air. I'm like, oh, I saw you filming this when I was performing at the Long Beach and Laugh Factory. And then she goes, oh, that would explain why there was no one there. And I'm like, okay.
She said that about
to
you?
me. And then I was like, oh, cool. And then I was like, oh, well.
I would have been like, oh, hold on. What does that fucking mean?
Yeah, I was like, okay. I'm just.
And then she said I have a specific set of skills. Did she say that?
No, but it got worse.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Then I went, and then I was like, oh, well, in the movie, you take down a Mexican drug cartel by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, what do you think would be harder, taking down a Mexican drug cartel by yourself or giving birth? And then she was like, well, I am a mother, so one of them's fake as well. It's a movie. I didn't really do that. So I guess childbirth. Oof. And then just sits there. And
no, the drug cartel was Ben Affleck. Like you've done both, Jennifer.
And then I forgot my questions. I was like, yo, I forgot my questions. And then she just stares at me. And then I was like, is this going as bad as I think it is? And she was like, yep. And then I go, is it cool being famous?
Oh God! Did you pull out your peach Ciroc and start drinking it?
Did your wiener literally go inside your body?
I felt, you know what? Because I've been doing it since I was 15, interviewing people. I was like, oh, we don't need to do a lot of prep. We'll pull a rabbit out of a hat like we usually do. And then when I'm sitting there and I got that thick whiskey sweat coming off me.
No, you got flop sweat?
Yeah, I was like, and then
you should have told her this is just a general
it's just a
meeting.
It's a general
meeting.
interview.
Yeah.
And then they asked me to leave. They asked me to get out as well. I left, and then the publicist goes, "You need to leave." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, 12-year-old with a fucking clipboard.
Yeah.
I was unaware you're an Academy Award nominated clipboard."
That's
Wait,
like
what do you mean? What they left? They made you leave the press junket?
yeah. Just walked out and was like, here's your tapes. And I was like, cool. And my interview, and she goes, no, you're actually done for the day. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Who like, do you have a manager that books stuff like that?
Yeah,
for you?
the radio network and TV networks.
And did they hit you up and say, did you hit them and go, how'd it go?
By the time I got to my Prius, I had 3 messages. Can you please call us?
Oh, that's amazing. So guys, go when you rent Peppermint, make sure to give it 1 star.
Peppermint. What did you guys think of Bird Box?
I mean, who cares?
Did you see it though?
Yeah.
Fucking kill me. Paul, did you see it? Oh, it's terrible.
I just have a
Show
problem.
the alien. Don't be fucking lazy.
Show the
alien. And if you're not good enough to make something that's scary, then you shouldn't be making a horror movie.
Didn't they already do this with The Happening?
Yeah,
It was The Happening,
means
Quiet
The
Place.
Yeah.
Right, they should make Quiet Place and Bird Box and just combine them.
Same.
So now you can't hear, you can't see. It's all
Helen Keller
touch.
horror.
Yeah,
Right.
It was like the forest monster from Lost.
Yeah.
It really made me angry.
I heard there was a different ending to that. And I'm going to give it away because I don't give a fuck.
What is it?
It's so bad. So they make it to that little refuge or whatever where all those people are. And everyone's blind there. But the reason why they're blind is they made themselves blind because they don't want to see whatever it is.
Okay.
That's way better. I would have way taken that.
I didn't need this like blind fucking
Refuge and there's like birds. And let the birds go. Like last thing I would do is hold on to some fucking birds in a boat with my kids.
Yeah, I would have rather shown up and everyone rips their own eyes out and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" You're like, "Oh, Jesus."
Right. You know what was a good movie I saw last night? The Professional. That fucking movie is fantastic with Natalie Portman.
Oh, classic.
So good.
Yeah.
He holds on to that plant. She's like, "What do you do with that plant?" He's like, "He's my best friend." That's my best friend.
A really fucking good movie is Mandy.
Yeah.
Mandy's the shit.
Mandy was pretty good.
I loved Mandy. I got angry.
I knew it was good when my girlfriend got lost 6 minutes into it.
Well, that happens a lot.
The worst, isn't it, Paul?
She's like, I
Fucking worst.
don't get what's going. Why is everyone on the Titanic? I was like, that's how that's what it's doing out there in the water.
Dude, why do girls do that? Like, like when you were dating
Pivotal
your guy,
moments,
do they do
too.
the same shit too?
Pivotal moments.
Guys do that too during a movie? They go, it was weird. So what's going on? Watch the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Watch the movie and then you'll figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I did have. There was a young guy I was dating, and he goes, "You remind me of my favorite movie." And I was like, "Oh, what is it?" And he goes, "Benjamin Button." And I was like, "What?"
What?
I go, "You know, he was like born a tree root, right? Like what?
Yeah.
I was like, is that an offense that like and Benjamin Button is your favorite movie that came out like 5 years ago, didn't it? No, longer than that.
Yeah.
Benjamin Button?
Benjamin
15 by now.
Probably, but I was like, wow, 15. Yeah,
Whatever.
and then Chris Hansen came out and I said, "That's not just sweet tea and condoms. What? What's wrong? I'm sorry." Just fully naked on a stool in a living room.
Okay. Okay. Where do we go from here?
Sweet
Jesus.
It's gonna be the name of my podcast.
Sweet tea condoms.
Sweet tea condoms.
I invite boys over to my house. See?
Yeah.
Gonna talk about the movie.
Sponsored by 7-Eleven Purified Water.
You like the talkies, kid? Come on in.
Jesus Christ. You should have a podcast called Just Jesus Christ.
What is it called?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
What's next on your to first list?
I don't know.
You got 1,000 notes over there.
I know. You know what? I don't know. We were just kind of riffing. I was going with it.
Okay.
What about what in 2018? What is something you would leave behind? How about that?
You mean 2019?
No, 2018. What would you leave behind in 2018? Going forward in 2019.
Oh God.
See, did I get some? It's not all fun and games.
Like,
what would you? What was something that you? Because you said, I remember you were like, "That's it. I'm trimming the fat." 2018. Well, that's it. And I'm like, that's what made me.
I
think,
was. Oh
that's,
God.
whoa.
I popped.
That's what made me think of fucking.
I did say I was going to trim the fat.
Of that question because Martindale, we were going to Universal Studios. He's like, "You watch, Brady. I'm trimming the fat." Like he was like, fucking.
We need to just do this in a ye-old radio voice.
I had my handlebar mustache and my monocle apparently when I was saying.
See?
And he was taking his cane and wicking around.
Is that when I bought my Harry Potter wand and everything?
Oh, dude.
Would you get an elder wand?
Oh,
what are we
no.
talking about
This is
here?
what happens
Interactive?
when you drink too much booze at Universal Studios.
You cannot drink enough booze at Universal
No
Studios.
fucking shit. I went one
Tall
time.
boys galore.
Oh God, he went, dude. Listen to this, Loey. We went to this fucking
And this
Universal
was
Studios
Brady's first time
nightmare.
at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
I would honestly, I'd rather cut my hands off and learn how to type. It was awful. It was awful. I mean, this place, you're like, look how magical it is.
Yeah.
It's like going to like a cardboard cutout. You can't go behind it. You know
It's
what I mean?
literally my favorite place in the planet.
Yeah, it's Hollywood.
Great. Listen, the Harry Potter thing is you go in, they're like, you get sized for a wand like you're trying on Jordans.
Yeah, Ollivanders. Yeah,
What?
That's the name.
Ollivanders wand.
I'm getting out of here.
And by the way, Brady, the wand chooses you.
The wand chose me.
Yeah, and I'm
So
sitting
I
there
had a
holding
wand.
Justin's Bud Light and his other jacket and my Bud Light, and I'm like, is this fucking for real?
Same thing. Alcoholism chooses you.
Right. It's true.
That's what my dad told me.
So I got this ivy wand,
The tall boy
and
chooses the
then
alcohol.
I was sorted into the House of Slytherin. And then, which I was like,
Go figure.
No shit, right? I was like, I don't have time for that Hufflepuff shit.
Hufflepuff.
And then Brady, we found out Brady was a
No.
no.
We didn't find out anything.
Oh, Justine was a Ravenclaw.
We found out that I stood outside and looked through the window the whole time.
So Brady's a Muggle.
You're a nomad.
But then I elevate the whole experience.
Have you seen all the Harry Potters?
Unbelievable amounts of time.
Awful. I haven't seen one. So he goes in, he's trying different capes on.
No,
and Justine's
no.
like, no, that's not the one. Try the other one. That's not the one. He's putting the hood on, and then he's doing this.
Oh, I had a full-on wand, cloak, Slytherin cloak, and matching scarf. Grown man walking through the park,
This is great.
pointing it at books and windows like, ha, ka, ka, ba, ka, ka, ka. And
Yeah, and then, he's got the spell book out, and they're like, maybe you're doing it wrong. I'm like, is anyone else fucking seeing this? There were people waiting
lining
in
up?
line
Yeah, to the interactive.
I peeked. People lining up to do this and this. Yeah. And I was like, dude, I went over to get that beer batter.
The butterbeer.
The butterbeer.
Butterbeer. The
And
beer batter.
I go to the guy, I go, yo, man, let me get fucking 2 of these. And I go, it's alcohol, right? And he goes, no, it's the fucking drink of blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? Like, I wanted to fucking punch him in his head. It was like fucking Chris Farley and SNL when they said it's decaf.
They're
And he's
very
like,
excited.
You motherfucker. I was like, you're telling me there's no fucking booze in this? This guy's in here with a fucking wand and a cape on?
You got to put a shot in when you go to Hogsmeade. Then you buy a shot.
Meanwhile,
Well, I guess we have to go with Loey next time. He's got all the ins and
I
outs.
think we gotta do it right.
You gotta talk to
Meanwhile,
Rebecca. You want to do this to her?
I'm stumbling
give
through
you a
fucking
joint.
Hogwarts, just cursing children, and I was just so happy. Like I was saying, like Avada Kedavra on children, and just like people were like, "You can't say that."
He was having the time of
I
his
was
fucking
like, "Fuck
life.
all y'all Voldemort rules!" Like it's just saying like Satan rules, but like in Wizard World.
And then we got we went on that little fucking
It
ride.
wasn't the little one. It was the castle ride.
We got upside down
We
for
got
like
stuck on the ride upside down
for 5 minutes.
It was a long.
I was like,
excursion.
this is the shit you see on YouTube. This doesn't happen to me.
Yeah. The greatest deaths caught on tape, and it's just me and Brady
Upside down, and it's the same.
and it was upside down under the Whomping tree, and it's like coming at us, and we're just upside down. The girls are in the next car next to us laughing because they're not upside down.
Right.
And all of a sudden it gets quiet. I would expect screaming
No.
or panic.
No.
Like it happens a lot, and I didn't know that, so it gets quiet, and I just go, I'm upside down. And the girls just start laughing. I was like, because now I'm like, they're going to have to get the jaws of life and cut us out. And we have to like, but then it just started again. And no one talked about it.
The most fun I had at Universal Studio was fucking leaving Universal Studio. I think was
You didn't like Moe's Tavern?
No, Moe's Tavern was great.
Moe's Tavern
I
was
spent
fun.
$45
Exactly, on a
on 2
hot
beers
dog, yeah.
and 3 Fireball shots.
That's actually reasonably cheap.
Who gets
for that.
Fireball shots at Moe's Tavern? That's when you have to really check yourself. I
Do they
guess.
sell Fireball at Moe's Tavern?
Did you bring your own Fireball?
I love that
We
both
did,
you
we
guys are
went-
super offended that I'm going it this way, and you're both like, we're staying right here.
I went and got Jack Daniels. We went and got Jack Daniels before.
We had everything.
And they have, and I'm very excited that Universal Studios has my drink of choice, micheladas. That's my favorite.
Oh yeah, sure.
Negro Modelo micheladas. Oh, the shit.
Sure. It's going to be kind of frightening, though, as a little kid and going to that Jaws thing. Wouldn't you be scared?
What
Not
Jaws
now.
thing?
The Jaws ride on the tour.
tram?
Yeah.
The shark coming out of the water?
Kind of. And that earthquake thing,
no.
I think about
The earthquake
I'm
was
a huge
huge.
pussy.
Yeah, if you were
Oh my
like
God, my
13,
favorite.
yeah.
And I love the Fast and the Furious, how bad it is. Remember Michelle Rodriguez is like, I'm into dudes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
really, bitch?
Yeah.
She's like, come on, guys. We got to get out of here.
She's like, everyone put on their khakis.
Come on, guys. Pick a carabiner. What color do you want?
Yeah, and then what's his face? The Rock is like jumping from car to car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, pick one. And
No, and then we then we got on the 101, and the 101's like falling apart and all
Yeah.
these, and I'm like, God, this is the worst
also-
lift ride ever.
There's no traffic on that fucking ride either.
Yeah.
Apparently they're just like, well, we'll just take the 405. It's
Yeah.
just clear as shit.
Oh, Brady and I were
All the
screaming
time.
on the way over here. Just God, there's so much traffic.
No, I was mad when I was like, what? They took down Saddle Ranch? 'Cause
Oh yeah,
I was bummed out.
You are Saddle Ranch people.
I did. I was like, I'll watch the game while you guys go in there, I guess. No, I had a good time. I had fun. So, what about Disneyland? You guys like Disneyland?
Oh, I want to go so bad.
I haven't been in
Jesus,
forever.
did you just come? Oh my God, Justin. Do you see how Disneyland affects him?
It's called Tinker Dust.
Tinker Dust.
Tinkerbell's powder. I want to go. I haven't been in a long time. I really do.
Yeah,
I wanna
let's
go this
all
year.
go.
I would love to go.
Let's go.
We'll go and then we'll bring Paul and we'll podcast from
Because
Disneyland.
isn't there some new shit there?
Yeah,
It'll be our
some new
first
shit
for a
ahead.
lot of like. What's new there?
They got the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that. And the Incredibles roller coaster.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Pixar.
And Pixar Land is there.
Pixar, yes.
These fucking guys? Are you guys doing like a Disneyland recap? Like a,
You need to see my YouTube channel. It's very like my. You know, do you have a
it's
smart
my-
TV at home?
All right, it's my
You get on YouTube and it tells you like what you should watch or whatever. Mine's like the 10 best hacks
I
from
know.
Disneyland.
If
and then
you've
it's
seen-
like
if you've seen-
ghosts caught on camera.
Just go on just go on his Instagram. You'll see nothing but Disney stories. And him like either reenacting it, singing it, or doing like one of the voices for the people.
completely sober. Mind you.
Yeah.
It's Moana or Frozen is the
Right.
No,
is the movie.
It's my Duke versus Wake Forest is his fucking
Moana and Coco.
mermaid too.
Moana and Coco are my girls. Well, Coco's not a girl, but yeah, Moana and Coco is my jam.
If you could go to Six Flags or Disneyland, what would you pick?
Disney, because Six Flags, the little fuckers just walk up when they put you in the ride and they just do that tap thing on the bar.
really?
Have you not seen that?
I don't know.
Fucking,
I
they
just don't
tap
like
it.
Disneyland. They really get into it. Like they're like
that's what- that-
Indiana Jones ride. They're like buckle up. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Like you like he's like get out of here, shorty. And like the whole thing, you have to hear this over and over and over again while you're waiting for the fucking ride. And there's kids really reenacting it.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I like that you hate joy.
I don't like fun. I hate everything. I'm like Howard Stern. I just don't like anything.
I just don't like Six Flags because I'm like, really? I
love it.
I'm not like into Tweety Bird. It's just like, get out of here.
Have you guys been to Not Scary Farms? Have you had that? What'd you
yeah.
think of that?
Done that. A lot of Mexicans.
God damn. The racist podcast. Jesus. I've never seen these people before.
No, I can say that because my girlfriend's Latino, but
that
I
is
always
true.
I pull her up all the time and I'm like, look, 90% of the
It is
people
true.
at Halloween Horror Nights are Latino teenagers, and
they're horny.
They're horny and they're all wearing fucking Hot Topic.
Dude, I have a bit. I had a bit about that. They're all standing in line with each other and they're like kissing each other.
making out with their
She's
hands
got
in the
Dippin'
back
Dots. He's got
pocket.
his new
Yeah.
basketball.
And they're fucking.
The girls are 12, but for some reason have the body of J-Lo at 50, and you're like,
God,
okay.
Fuck. I just get so jealous.
And just watch the wrong makeup tutorials.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
just like, I guess one eyebrow's cool.
yeah, everyone has smoky eye.
All smoky eye.
And it's like, oh, don't.
Yeah, a lot of that.
Stop it. I want."
They are
Dumb,
Latino.
stupid.
See, I'm from San Antonio, and so when I grew up, I went to Six Flags in San Antonio, and it was definitely, you got a good sense of like puberty reality.
Yeah.
Like it was, woo.
See, I don't know if I'm getting older, but the rides at Not Scary Farms were so intense.
What? It's a log ride.
No, dude, I'm telling you, they got some
crazy
fucking
now.
rides. There was one ride where you stand up and it starts here, and then it fucking shoots you as fast as it can all the way up and then all the way around. You're like, oh, the whole time, and then it stops, and you're like, I can't breathe, and you're like, your brain moves around in your head. It was just too much.
Oh.
So I don't recommend it.
You're
Going there.
going to make a great dad.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna be the biggest dick in the world.
Yeah.
I won't let my kids do it.
Here's a bag of nails.
Build something.
Wear yourself out. Dad, these are toenails. Well, they're nails.
Wait, they have Six Flags in Australia, don't they?
Nah, we got Warner
you guys
Brothers
get?
Movie World, which is our version of
Jesus.
Universal, and it's terrible. But then 4 people got murdered at Dream World, which is like our version of Disney. So then no one goes there anymore.
Isn't there a comedy store down there too?
Yeah, in Sydney.
But it's not the same as up here.
No, I mean there's less assholes there. There's not as many clickies, and they're not just putting anyone on the wall.
Whoa. Whoa, no one's going to subscribe to my podcast.
Yes, they will.
Not one.
That was a joke. You two are both on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. So not everyone's an asshole, right? Okay, moving on.
I see where you're going, though.
Let's see. How much
Thanks,
time
guys.
how much time do we have?
You're like, thanks, guys.
So 2018, you said, what are you keeping in 2018, Loey?
My rage,
Okay.
my
Are you
constant
gonna get married?
jealousy.
Are you going to get married in
No,
2019?
why is everyone asking me if I'm getting married?
I've been with my girl for 5 years. Everyone's asking me if I'm getting married.
They are asking you?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, relax. How long have you guys been together?
3 years.
Okay, and you guys met where?
On set.
Did you know Lo used to be a pop star?
Yeah.
You knew that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to be a fucking pop star in Australia. How did you never told me this story? How did that even come about? Did you sing too?
No. My life was weird before I got here. I was really successful, and I thought, let me go to LA and do comedy.
And just fuck it all up.
And guys, I'll be honest, it's been a fucking dream. Everything has happened just how I thought it would.
Dude,
What
I'm
was the
telling
name
you.
of the pop star group?
In Australia?
Yeah.
That I was in?
Yeah.
I wasn't in a pop star group.
Yeah, you were.
Weren't you?
No,
I thought Andy Farrak, or however you say his name, said.
No, he interviewed people.
I interviewed people.
Yeah.
I was like,
He
I was
interviewed
like, I was
pop
like,
stars.
Come on, get in the microphone.
I
He was interviewing pop stars.
but I dressed like such a
Yeah,
dick.
I was gonna say because I saw some chokers.
Puka
I saw the
shells,
hair
yeah.
was pushed out.
Yeah, I had frosted tips.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was,
I had that.
I had double popped collars.
Sure. Did you have Jenko jeans? Did you wear some Jenkos at all?
No, we had
Justin, you must
Subi.
have had some Jenkos up in the.
No.
Sure.
No,
sure.
I didn't do that. No.
No, not at all.
No. I was preppy.
Did you have puka shell necklaces?
No, I skipped that. I did have highlights, and I did have tendencies.
Okay.
No, I never did.
Use your own imagination.
I did know all the '90s pop stars dance moves.
Oh,
Right.
I would do those at
like
parties.
the
and people were
Backstreet
"He's
Boy back
totally
in the chair.
straight.
He's good.
Yeah.
Justin used to go into parties and just change out the CDs and
Oh, I
put
did.
in
yeah.
just NSYNC or
NSYNC,
98.
Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Dream.
If you had to break it down, pop band wise, who's your number one and who's your number 3, 4?
Girls or guys?
Oh, girls.
I mean, obviously, the order of pop star princesses is as follows: Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Jessica Simpson, Mandy Moore, and then Willa Ford.
Willa Ford.
Remember her?
What a
Oh, yeah.
I thought for sure
She
you were
had,
going to say
she had that bad bad tattoo.
bad.
She's so hot though. I remember I saw her at Saddle Ranch like in 2004, and I'm like, so this is Hollywood.
You saw Willa Ford at Saddle
And I was
Ranch.
like, I was like shocked. I was like, fucking. This is it.
AJ from the Backstreet Boys is always at the one on Sunset.
Oh, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
You hear Brian Dunkelman's now a Uber driver. You know what that is?
From Idol?
Did I just bring down the whole moon?
Was that a
Did I bring down
segue
the
for
whole
you?
moon? I got more questions, guys. I got more questions. He's an Uber driver now.
Poor thing.
It's a true.
The reason that's so terrifying is because that's the nightmare for any one of us sitting here. It's like, I don't want that to be me.
Just in case. Well, okay, I mean, yeah, he's an Uber driver, and I hope he picks me up. I got questions.
I bet he's got answers.
Can you imagine, dude? You were with Ryan fucking Seacrest, and
He was like, no.
Seacrest was like, "I'm gonna do this thing called Seacrest Out," and he's like, "That'll last." And now he has $1 billion.
I saw his jacket on Monday. The outfit he wore for the Golden Globes was in my dressing room, and I was like, and I might have
Did you try it on?
just to see.
Was it like fat guy in a little coat?
Yes.
He's like miniature.
Well, I'm like 6'4", and I just want to.
Yeah, why would you? Did you? Was it like Brokeback Mountain? Did you just smell it?
I did. I totally did. Oh my god! I smelled Ryan Seacrest's jacket because of this.
Why can't I quit you?
Oh man!
And Ryan, you just hear Ryan back. Where's my jacket?
I totally did. I hugged it like Heath Ledger and just smelled it and was like, oh
Shit.
I like to go fishing with my friend.
Man. Okay.
Oh, gross.
2019. What is there anything new you guys want to do for 2019? Anything? Learn guitar? Do you want to learn how to sing?
I want to learn piano and be more positive.
Do you want to really want to learn piano?
It's gonna be a long year.
Yeah, it's really hard to do one. You have to do one or the other because that's really hard. Unless you're Russell Brand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too soon.
What do you want to do?
Russell Brand's super positive. You ever seen his YouTube things where he talks about like ghosting and he talks about like life changing
Wait,
stuff?
the same Russell Brand?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Come on, you're on social media. You should see this shit.
I know.
All right, whatever. So you said piano? Is that bullshit?
No, that's real.
Dude, you started doing painting stuff too, but with chalk.
I've been doing chalk forever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does good chalk
Yeah,
drawings.
I do a bunch of chalks at my home.
We're gonna have to pull that up too. Home Alone chalk drawing.
Chalking.
What does your lady think of when you're home chalking?
A lot of questions about my girlfriend.
No, I'm just curious because Jackie comes home and she'll see me painting and she's like, okay, so he's drunk again.
Well, he's chalking and you just hear her from the other room. Where's the bacon? He's like, I'm just in here chalking. Leave me alone.
She's usually, getting ready to go to an amusement park or something.
Yeah.
Because she's Mexican.
Girl stuff.
That's where they go.
That's true.
I don't know what I want to do in the new year.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I don't know. I mean, I got a show coming out. I kind of want to like travel and do. I want to do.
Didn't you already do cruise ships and shit? I heard the thing goes.
No, I'm not doing that shit again.
With Patti LaBelle, I believe.
Patti LuPone, close. No,
Is she alive still?
Huh?
Is she alive?
Patti LaBelle?
No, Patti whatever.
Patti LaBelle.
Okay.
Patti LaBelle and LuPone are both alive.
Okay. I could give a fuck.
I want to do press junkets. That's what I want to do.
What?
Ooh.
You want to interview people?
Yeah, and be interviewed.
Well, didn't you just hear how Lowe?
I know. I feel like now
Just don't drink a bunch
I'm
of
inspired.
whiskey.
I want to be like Jennifer Garner. Have I a story for you?
And she's like, how much time do we have here?
And then they're like, can you go? And I'm like, but no. Lowe.
All right. So, Justin, you have 2 shows coming out. Do you want to plug those 2 shows?
Yeah.
God, do you see?
I'm like,
Yeah, I got 2
Success.
I'm like, I want to
2 shows.
I want to do
coming
press
out.
junkets, I guess. I have a show called What the Fashion on Snapchat Discover that we just got picked up for our season 2, and it's on every Thursday on Snapchat Discover page, and hopefully you'll be seeing that on the television soon. That would be awesome.
You will. Come on.
And then
fingers
we
crossed.
also have a premiere of our dance show called, wait for it, The Funny Dance Show. Mind blowing, I know.
I like it.
What a name. Lowe, were you on that?
I will. You can catch me on the first season when it drops this year. I will be in the. I believe you can see me on the mezzanine as the camera pans over.
But yeah, that's coming out, I think, no later than July. So check your local, what is it? Check your local listings. Yeah.
Yeah. Funny dance show and What the Fashion.
What the Fashion.
And Lowe, you have anything? Oh wait, what's your Instagram and your Twitter?
Oh, my Instagram is at Justin Martindale, and my Twitter is at Just Martindale. And what else is there? Is there anything else?
I don't know. You're in charge of your social meds. So I abbreviated that.
I think that's it. Yes. Okay.
Lowe, what do you got for us?
Got a movie coming out called
fuck out.
5 Years Apart.
Why don't we talk about that?
We'll talk about it right now. Hurry.
What's it about?
It's about 2 brothers born on the same day, 5 years apart, and then they meet up after a huge fight, and then I play the asshole Australian friend.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
When's it? Is it local theaters or it's coming out in big theaters or?
No, probably.
Is this indie?
It'll probably. It's indie,
Right.
For sure, it's indie.
Netflix, but way down at the bottom.
It's Netflix, but then you're like, this cover looks dumb.
Right.
So I'll be doing that.
That's cool.
Then I got an album coming out called Merry Go Round,
Get out.
and then that'll, and then obviously I'll blow the fuck up, and
Right, and everything will be fine.
and then
And
that'll
then we'll be
it.
good.
And we'll be talking about you, someday.
I hope guys are talking shit about me.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you for doing this. What's your?
Oh, at
Can I?
at,
What the
at,
fuck? This fucking guy.
I micromanage.
at Lowe Live, LOWIELIVE.
Nice. Okay, so there you have it. You have Craig Lowe. You have Justin Martindale. I've been Brady Matthews. This is my first, and literally thank you for doing my first podcast.
Yay.
You can see me, or you can find me on Twitter at Brady Matthews 13, or on Instagram at Brady Matthews 32. And if you want some some art. I do fucking art on the side because I'm a goddamn Renaissance man at BradyMatthewsArt.com. And also you can find my my new podcast on at Comedy Pop-Up at, what is it, CPU? At CPU?